Welcome back to the 3 Pillars of Flamenco workshop, the place to be to dance with confidence and passion. Ole! I'm Rina and I've been a flamenco dancer for over 25 years, and I've been teaching since 2003 in Los Angeles in my studio here, and I've been teaching online to dancers all around the world since 2016 on my Online Flamenco Studio. Ole yo! So today we are doing our second video in our series, and if you have not watched the first one, the one all about compás, the heartbeat of flamenco, I encourage you to stop this video and go back and watch that because they are sequential, and then you can come back and join me here. I'll wait for you. Okay, so we are working on today's pillar, which is all about courage, and why I developed that idea is because throughout my years of teaching, I know that many dancers, they learn a lot of technique, they know the compás, they understand a lot of moves, but they still feel that they dance flat, that they look flat when they are dancing. Or I've seen beginners who just really get caught up in trying to be perfect, that they are scared to progress. And so they just get stuck in their heads. Then there are other dancers who have taken flamenco for years and years and years, and they feel that they're not progressing. And so then they start becoming more inhibited in their dancing. And it all comes down to courage, right? To feeling, having that courage to stand up and be seen and to feel deserving that you can do this, you're able to do this, and you should allow yourself to do this. And what is this, right? It's pursuing our passion. It's pursuing this love for this art form that just stirs something inside us that wants something to get out. We want to release something, but we can get in our own way with all the stupid little head trips that we have. So you need to have that courage to stand up and be seen, and to have this vulnerability, to express that vulnerability, because when you are dancing, no matter if you're dancing in the dance studio, in your living room, or on stage, you are putting this vulnerable part of your soul out into the world. And it can be kind of scary. So you want to have that courage to stand up and be seen. And with that courage, it gives you the confidence. And not only is it the personal confidence, but it's the confidence that you can actually express through your dance. And of course, if you have that compás within you, that's going to give you even more that solid foundation. So how are we going to work this out today? Well, doing our upper body and our hands is a wonderful way to practice that courage, that expression, that openness. But before we do that, I'm going to teach you 2 exercises that I use all the time and that I tell my students all the time. And one of them I use before performing, and one I do in the dance studio. And you can do them any place, whether it's first thing in the morning or when you are getting ready to go on stage. Whichever one works for you, you can do them all the time. So, but these two tools are just a wonderful way to really get grounded, focused, and expansive. And then after that, we're going to work on the upper body. All right, so let's begin. So the first exercise I want to teach you is a grounding exercise. And this I do especially when I'm getting ready to perform and I need that pick-me-up, that surge of energy. And sometimes I do this, if I'm feeling kind of flighty at home and I need to feel grounded. And the idea is that all I do is I imagine that I have roots going deep down into the earth. And then I suck up that energy. I start absorbing that energy from the earth, and I feel that energy coming into my body. And then I feel it surge out through my head. And then from there, with all this energy coming out, I reach out into the universe and I grab that energy and I bring it back in. So I feel like myself grounded, roots into the ground, drawing in that energy, having the energy come out, and then drawing that energy back in to my body. So it's just this cycle of like earth, universe, earth and universe. And for me, that's just a very powerful visualization of before getting on stage. And I use that visualization if I am, feeling kind of flighty and I need to get some focus and I need to get some grounding and I need to get some energy. So I encourage you to do that as well. The other exercise that I like doing is making eye contact with myself. So you look in the mirror. So if you're in the dance studio and you're about to dance, make eye contact with yourself. Because so many times as dancers, we're looking at, is my arm okay? Where am I in position, right? But having that, 2 seconds, 5 seconds, if you can, of eye contact, acknowledging yourself that you are here, you are present, and you are allowing yourself to give yourself this gift of personal expression. Sounds kind of airy-fairy, but believe me, it's very powerful. So if you can't make eye contact with yourself, how will anyone else, right? How is anyone going to believe you if you don't believe in yourself? So I encourage you, make that eye contact before dancing, or if you're in the bathroom in the morning, make that eye contact and give yourself a jaleo, ole, to give you that encouragement that you need to step up and be seen, all right? So what we have is grounding, sucking up that energy, eye contact, like, I got you, let's do this, ole, vamos. And now we begin. So now, what we're going to do right now then for dancing, after we've done our prep, our psyching ourselves up, is hands and arms. And we know that when we see flamenco dancers, there's all kinds of movement, right? But like very powerful moments happen when the dancer is just standing there still and just allowing that music to come through. And so what is happening physically? One, it's, that confidence, right? Another thing that's happening physically is that your whole body is engaged. And then it's that posture, right? So before we begin with the arms and the hands, let's talk about posture. So you're going to keep your abs engaged, open up that chest, and you're actually slightly lifting, right? And so you don't want to be here, you want to be here. And it's slightly hyperextended. And you're not always going to be like this, but when you're hyperextending the back a little bit, you want to make sure it's not too much that you're sticking your butt out and you're going to hurt your lower back. But you want to keep those abs engaged, and then lift up that chest, and you're projecting out that way. All right, and now with hands in our arm position, so with our arms, they're always rounded. So you're not going to be splayed out. You're not going to be back here. You're not going to be over here. They're rounded, so you're kind of like holding a beach ball. And depending where you have put your arms, when you bring your arms up, your shoulders are down. And you don't want to keep your shoulders up, right? So when you keep those shoulders down, you have the space in between the ears. You want to keep those shoulder blades down as you bring your arms up, and you want to keep your abs engaged so that you don't hurt your lower back, okay? So you have the arm positions up here, out, and down. And you can have up through the center, out through the side. The elbows are back, so no chicken arms. We want those elbows back. And now for the hands, we're going in with the pinky, around and open and flip, in, around, open and flip, in, around, open and flip. And we can do the opposite side. So scooping out, in, open, flip, out, in, open, and flip. So you really are bending at the wrist. Bend at the wrist. And start with the pinkies. So we're going in and out. Okay. So we are going to practice our hands and our arm positions and keeping that chest open and having moments of stillness. We're going to practice it with the rhythm of Solea. And that Solea is a 12 count. It's very profound. It's like the mother of all palos. So I want you to start feeling that energy of being grounded, but also still projecting up here. All right, let's do it. So our first one will be with solo compás guitar. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So practice here, grounding, opening up that chest. And then we're going to slowly bring our arms up, palms back, strong, engage, engage. And then back down. Engage, engage, engage. And one more time. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And back down. Resistance, resistance. 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. And in. 5, 6, and out. 8, 9, 10, and 12. And in. 3, 4, 5, 6, out. 9, 10, 11, 12. And in. 3, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And in. And out. And in. Out. And just keep the chest. Abs in. Elbows out. We're back. Okay, and now one arm. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And in. And out. In. Out. Other arm. In. Out. 7, 8, 9, 10, and 12. And 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Shake it out a little bit. One more round. Both arms. 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. In. Out. In. Out. Now we're going to go slow. In. 4, 5, 6. Out. 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And out. 11, 12. In. 4, 5, 6. And out. And in. And out. And in. And out. Okay. All right, now let's put a piece of music on. Here's a Solea by Miguel Poveda. 12, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So start off with grounding, chest open, abs engaged, shoulders down, top arms up, 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 up. Extend these arms, hold them up here, abs in, and down, resist down, like you're pushing, pushing, pushing.
Yo pudiera Ay, tirando.
10, 11, 12. Up again. 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. Down.
Y pena.
Hands in.
Lo arroyuelo. Ay, la penita mía, que porque la penita me lo ya está la guave, al cielo, ya está la guave, al cielo. Mucho tengo decirte, me llamo silencio.
One arm in.
Pero me llamo silencio. Me llamo silencio.
And back down.
Yo te lo digo, callando, ay, pero
Open.
se entera mi cuerpo. Yo te lo digo, callando, pero se entera mi cuerpo.
Do one arm again. 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Other side. And up. And down. Relax a little bit. Up again.
Cualquier vida menos pensado.
Back down. And we're going to do circles around.
Menos pensado, está agitado, agitado, yo me voy el auge está agitado, agitado, yo me
Back up. Ole. So I hope you enjoyed that little bit of Solea and the powerful moments that you can have being still and being grounded and being expressive in the upper body as well. So sometimes I hear from students that they wonder, like, oh, I kind of started later in life. I don't really have that mobility. But to that I say you can gain that mobility with the two things. One would be having that grounding energy, like really focusing on grounding and then lifting. And just by practicing those mobility movements or those mobility exercises of lifting up that chest, practicing that position, really keeping those abs engaged, that will help you also with gaining even more mobility. All right, so with that, I hope you enjoyed that video, and I would love to hear your comments and your insights from this exercise over in the Facebook group. So please go over to the group and say hello, tell us what you thought, and even share one of your own practice videos. And you can use one, follow along with me, or use any of the suggested music that I have down below. And with that, I will say I will see you next time when we go to that final pillar of flamenco, which is all about feeling. And so I'll talk about that next time. So thank you for joining me, and I will see you later. Bye.